Is it your dream to become a Pulpster? Well, you can become a very important Pulpster by joining my memberships now. Check description for the link to join. For just $3.99 a month, you can be a Pulpster too. Muted, damn it, every time. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Hi, team. Hey, fam, how's it going? Hello, Yumino and Tansy and Kenzie and Joyful. Hello, Lauren and Fanny, Lottie and Emery. Hello, Badge, Kelly, Hillary, EG, Joyful. Hello. Everybody, hello. It's been a while. I'm so sorry. It's been like, oh, my beard is all kinds of stiff and rigid. Hi. It's been a while. The last time I came on was Monday. It's now like Saturday. What even is time? Who knows? But team, hi. We have things. We have things to do. Dawn's hug box. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Dawn says, been a creeper for a while. Time to say hi. Dawns, lovely to see you, mate. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's not at all required, but very much appreciated. Lovely to see you here. Thanks for joining in. How's everybody going? It's been a while. I know, Fanny. It's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. I have been working like mad. Thank you so much for asking. I've been working like mad. Things just have been non-stop. Social lives, lifting heavy things, losing the motivation to continue covering foodie. But it's okay, because we're here today. Heidi, thank you very much for 8 months. Heidi says, hi, Pulpy. Lizzie Kitty says hi. Hi, Lizzie Kitty. And so does Bits. Hey, Bits. And hello, Heidi. Thank you very much for the message. So, buttons. So many buttons. So, team, once again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me in this wonderful corner of the internet, and I appreciate you all. Thank you for being you, and I hope while you watch this live stream today or listen in that you're productive, you find motivation in it, you go out and you live your best life, and you do the damn thing. We're here for healthy inspiration and motivation. And today we're going to be covering a little bit. We're going to be covering Miss Shantel most recently uploaded piece of content entitled Vlogtober Day 1, because it's been literal months since we've got a recorded piece of content. This is only 12 minutes, so we'll cover that, and then we'll be covering some of the previous live streams from today as well. I have been up for like 6 hours waiting for recorded content, and it finally dropped. Get excited. Laurie, thank you very much for the message, and congratulations on 8 months. Laurie says, so glad to see you. Good to see you as well, Laurie. So from the top, I just want to say one thing. I fully recognize what's going on in the community in regards to Joe and that information. Please, I feel sick and gross and don't want to talk about it. So chat, please, I ask respectfully that we keep that information out of today's discussion. It's not that it's not important, and it's not that it's not hard to talk about. It is. This is not the platform to talk about it for me here, and I don't want to do it, and it makes me uncomfortable, and it makes me sick, and that's it. So I hope that you can respect that. Please understand that I think predatory behavior in any regard, specifically when it comes to sexual nature and when it comes to people who are at risk, all of that, I hate it all. I don't want to talk about it. I would just rather not. So thank you. So I hope you can all keep that in mind as we go through today. I understand I haven't been online for the last couple of days, so that's all been a lot of talking points. Mods are fully aware of what to look out for. Channel members and subscribers, I do ask you again, please be respectful. We're not here to talk about that topic. There will be other forums and other ways to have those discussions. I would rather we keep it on the produced and monetized content. With that being said, rude disclaimers. Also, A. Smith, thank you very much for the super chat. Smith says, Pulpy on a Friday night? Yes. Pulpy on a Saturday afternoon. So you're on the other side of the world. Thanks for the super chat, Smith. Rude disclaimers. Hi. Hi. There we go. My name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new. If not, good to have you back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight and talks about things on the internet. Also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate, literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform. And today we will be covering today's worth of Shantel. Right? Right. Cool? Does anyone have any questions? Kim, good to see you, mate. No question. No questions. Very good. Marsha, hello. I have a big cup of tea today. So we've got tea and foodie. So I was thinking to start the day off, we would go in with the most recent bit of produced content, and then we'll go backwards into the live streams. I hope that works for everybody. Yeah, that works for everybody. Fab. Let's get on to watching our stories, team. Here we are with Miss Foodie Beauty. Oh, I've got to move the thing around. Hold on. Please hold. And I've got to hit that button. There we go. Hey, now I can hit that button and make it go away. And make this go away. Fab. You know what's really nice? There's no chat in produced content. I mean her chat. My chat's lovely. Thank you all for being here. Her chat. Don't need to worry about that. We're going to watch this in reality time. In normal speed. Primarily because it's only 12 minutes. So, cool.
Hello, Foodie Beauty.
Oh, I missed it all. Hold on, there it is. Is that good volume? I think that's good. I'm quiet.
Hello, Foodie Beauty.
Hello! Ah!
Is it your dream to become a beezer? Well, you can become a very important beezer by joining my memberships now. Check description for the link to join. For just $4.99 a month, you can be a beezer too.
So for those of you who weren't around for that original ad, the whole reason why I ran the ad at the start of the stream was because it was entirely inspired by Miss Shantel Marie and that piece of content.
Good evening.
Ah!
Great party, isn't it? Welcome to the Overlook Hotel. Today, in the kitchen of the dead, we are making red rum shrimp.
Okay, I have questions. Poppy, good to see you, mate. Thanks for 5 months. Poppy says, so happy you came live on my birthday. Love you. Poppy, happy birthday! Chat, can we get some hands up for Poppy? Celebrating another rotation around the sun. Congratulations, you made it, mate. And thank you for 5 months. Okay. I need to figure out if red rum shrimp is actually a recipe that she found somewhere. Because, like, I mean, maybe. Recipe? Is it a recipe? It is! Spiced rum glazed shrimp. Let's have a look. This one is from somewhere. That's Delish? Delish is relatively good. Food.com, a reputable website. I've got one from Delish. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. These do not look like the finished product. We've got pound and a... Okay, I'll just pull it up. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Pound and a half of shrimp, peeled and deveined. Not cooked. Okay. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, some sweet chili sauce, soy sauce, Captain Morgan spice, rum, cloves of garlic, lime, red pepper flakes. I mean, it sounds good. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. So it is a real thing. I have never had this dish, so I don't know what to expect. But seems like it's good. Okay, let's go.
This is a dish.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to note, just a small editing note on this one. Why did we get every second word there was a cut there? And I don't know whether or not it was a stylistic approach because she's covering The Shining. I don't think that tracks, but I don't know. Maybe there was just a lot of dead air.
Of shrimp, first marinated in a glaze of coconut milk, rum, red rum. See what
Yes, everyone telling me red rum is from The Shining. Yes.
It is there? Red rum! Red rum! So, without further ado,
Megs, this is the recorded
come
content.
play with us, Beezers. You're the caretaker here, Sam. You've always been the caretaker. I should know. I've always been here. Yes, ma'am, sorry, but this is the Overlook Hotel, and I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to check out early because your senior discount didn't go through.
I caught that sound effect. Oh, we will need to talk about the cats, yes. So much to catch up on.
Here's Ramona. Good evening, Foodie Beauty. Unlike other store credit, your credit is good here at the Overlook Hotel, Foodie Beauty.
I mean, I don't know about you all, but I'm scared. I'm frightened. This is... frightening.
I always liked you. The water's running. I always liked you, Pete's.
I feel like there could have been a cut there. Also, the framing of the previous shot with basically this. Hi! Hello, Foodie Beauty. That's what that was.
Best darn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Orleans! Hair of the dog.
Okay. Tracy, thank you very much for joining the channel as a member. I appreciate it. Welcome to Pulpster. Do you ever think that maybe we have nostalgia for recorded content? Maybe we look back on some of those pieces with fondness, not because of the quality of the content, just because it was a better time. Maybe.
Alright, the first thing you're gonna need is some shrimp. Duh, it's a shrimp recipe. Now, large and raw.
I do live for the duh. Only because I imagine like the Cooking Network presenting how to cook a dish like this. Just being like, today we're cooking roasted lamb on a rack. You're gonna need lamb. Duh.
Are better, but this is all I could find. So cooked and small. You are also going to need about a...
So from the recipe that I saw, they all looked like more like king prawns and less like shrimp, little shrimp boys. Also, it's look, prawn is prawn, shrimp, whatever. Fabulous lean protein. There's almost no fat on it, but it will cook in the blink of an eye. So if you're going to re-cook already cooked shrimp/prawn, it's not going to be a great experience. Jen, thank you very much for the 3 months. And the message. Jen says, why is it called hair of the dog? Always wondered. I don't know. We could look that up, though.
13-ounce can of coconut
I think it's
milk.
the hair of the dog that bit you is the full phrase. So, like, the dog that bit you being the alcohol from the day before. I think.
Of choice. You are also going to need some rum. You can use any rum you like. I'm using dark spiced rum, Captain Morgan. You are going to need a 1/4 cup of rum. And as I've said already, you're going to need 1 can of coconut milk, salt and pepper, green onion for garnish, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, half a cup of packed brown sugar, and some garlic powder.
That's a lot of sugar. Half a cup of booze and half a cup of sugar for this thing of prawns.
And some ground ginger.
Very sweet.
And we're gonna squeeze.
I'm sure it's good if cooked
out
correctly.
those 2 tablespoons of lime juice. It's about 1 lime. It gives you 2 tablespoons. Now I've added the 1/4 cup of rum. Trying to get the coconut milk out, but I'm gonna have to use my knife.
You're gonna have to use 2 hands when you're cooking. Oh my god. Cooking. She's prepping this with 1 hand on the camera, 1 hand doing the thing, and sitting on a chair. Recipe for disaster. Anyway.
That's better.
Recipe.
Gonna add some ground ginger and some garlic powder.
She's not adding
and
chili either.
Some salt and pepper. You're
I would
gonna
be adding
whisk
chili
the
to this,
sauce,
for sure.
mix it very well, and you're going to pour half of the mixture over the shrimp and reserve the other half.
Okay, even better. Chili oil. Drizzle that on top. Maybe some fresh coriander or something. Delicious. That'd go great.
You're going to marinate the shrimp in the sauce for about an hour. Oops. And in the meantime, you're going to cook the glaze, the rest of the glaze. You're going to let the water evaporate until it's thickened up and makes a nice syrupy glaze like so. Now, these are better on a skewer and on an actual barbecue grill outdoors, but I'm using my indoor cheap grill. The shrimp has been marinating for about an hour, so let's heat up the grill.
Oh, that does not look good.
Now, I will say this was not a good idea because these shrimp shrink when they cook, and a lot of them fell in the drip tray holes, and I didn't get any actual good sear like I hoped. I actually overcrowded the pan, or whatever you want to call it, the grill, so don't do that. Otherwise, everything ended up tasting really good, so.
Otherwise, everything ended up tasting really good. No. No. No, I can think of like 4 different ways that you should prepare this shrimp just using this grill, right? Like, 1, skewers. If you don't have bamboo or wooden skewers in your house, it's fine. But I would recommend investing in a couple of long, like, shish kebab skewers. They don't need to be that thick. But I find them always, like, quite useful because it's a particular shape that's very useful in the kitchen, especially when cooking. Another option is you could use a secondary grill, or you could use like a cooling rack, right? Like a baker's cooling rack that you use for baking, to put that over the grill so that you could create a double layer. You could do lots of things. Lots of solutions could be had to this specific problem of my grill's too big and my shrimps are too small. Whatever.
They only need to cook for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's it.
Tansy said that's one too many shrimps on the barbie, and I agree. As an Australian, I feel like this is my key point of knowledge. That's one too many shrimps on the barbie. Also, the shrimps are too small, and they're pre-cooked.
And now, the best part, we're going to add the glaze over the delicious shrimp. I'm eating this over a bed of rice. You can eat it with whatever you like, some side veggies or whatever.
I say it a lot. Why is the food always beige? It's always beige. It's just always beige. Look, I could talk about things you could do with this for forever, but I feel like a nice side salad and about a quarter of this rice would have been good, or like some veggies on the side. You know I'm a big fan of broccoli, but also something like, I don't know, zucchini or squash, just something to brighten up. You should be eating the rainbow. Team, you should be out there eating the rainbow every damn day.
And I'll garnish with some green onion and some cilantro, and enjoy.
Oh, she did serve cilantro. Excellent.
Hey guys, hey. Well, it's been so long since I've done a recorded video mukbang that I've passed away and into the afterlife, and I'm haunting the Overlook Hotel. It's a party here every day. Let's try the rice with this sauce. I'm hungry. I've had to smell this coconut, rum, lime, shrimp cooking and not being able to take a bite. All right, let's try a shrimp on here.
You know what I'll say? The green screen was used. The green screen was used. Look at that. It was set up and used. Very good.
Beauty bite?
Oh, Moonface said wooden chopsticks work as a skewer and a pinch as well. That's actually really smart. I like that idea. Team, kitchen hacks in the chat. I love to see it. Morgan, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey, Sarah. That's great. Congrats. The green screen does not count as
the rum is not strong in this recipe. The coconut milk, the lime, very prominent.
Everyone's screaming she's eating in the bathroom. Well, yeah, that was a choice.
So if you don't like sweeter glazes, sweeter sauces with your meat, or mixed with savory, you're not going to like this dish.
I don't think she likes this dish, to be fair.
Luckily for me,
she's got 2
the
drinks.
complaints department is so overloaded in the afterlife. Who's going to care?
I'm surprised she's not using a wooden spoon, to be honest. That is a serving spoon, though. Don't get me wrong.
Have some rum?
Sure, go for it. Get lit. Oh my god, I just realized. This is giving me flashbacks to New Year's Eve 2020 or 2021. The most recent New Year's. She was in this dress, singing karaoke while real drunk. Ooh, memory.
I think I like my rum more and my fish. And my food.
Hey, Deb. Cheryl, I don't know if she purposefully eats with serving utensils or it's just the fact that, like, they either throw cutlery away or just don't keep it clean. The amount of times we've been listening to a stream and she's like, oh, they didn't bring disposable cutlery. It's like, you're at home. You're at home. You have forks in the house. Apparently, they just don't have enough forks in the house.
Very delicious.
Squirrely, you're right. It's not a nashi. No.
I love shrimp.
I don't think you love this shrimp. Team, I don't cook a lot of shrimp in general, but I specifically don't use a lot of pre-cooked shrimp. Feel free to drop in the chat what your favorite thing to make with pre-cooked shrimp is. Because I feel like that would be a challenge. Unless you're making a cold dish. Like grilled shrimp, Barbie, it's iconic, but like pre-cooked shrimp, I don't know.
Now, I did want to use raw jumbo
Cocktails.
shrimp for this. So...
Oh, fried rice, of course, Danielle.
I couldn't find any, unfortunately. I mean, I ordered my groceries.
Everyone's screaming, just don't buy pre-cooked. Nice. Excellent. I just
not
won't.
grocery shopping in the afterlife. I won't do it.
Just for a shrimp cocktail. Okay. It's not shrimp, they're prawns. Well. I mean, I understand you can reheat them, but I just feel like it would be... There's no fat on them. There's no moisture being held. It's all just protein that's going to turn to rubber.
Alright, so the aha is a little anachronistic for the time period.
Big word.
But hey.
Is this meant to be a time warp? No. She still hasn't figured out that the theme of TV dinners is the way to do this, but, you know. She didn't call it a time warp either, it's just a theme.
So for those of you who have not seen this movie, because I keep forgetting that I'm old, The Shining came out before my time. I wasn't born yet. But I'm sure it was being played when I was being conceived because for some reason I've seen this movie 2,030 times. It's my favorite movie.
Okay.
I used to put the DVD on just to fall asleep, background music, whatever. It's based on the novel by Stephen King.
My background music at the moment is just YouTube running. It's fabulous. Heidi, thank you very much for the super chat again. And wonderful to see you for the second time today. Heidi says, some problems I already have. 1, it's been said that she's eating in the restroom. Yes. 2, the licking her fingers. I don't think she washed her hands before this. Well, I mean, it's a metaphorical bathroom, certainly. 3, eating with a serving spoon is gross. Yes. 4, she's eating with her mouth open. I mean, yes. She's eating on camera, so we're getting all of that. I think the curious thing here is that, like, I would like to consider a thought. Also, thank you again for the super chat, Heidi. I would like to consider a thought. The green screen process happens post-editing. So did she sit down and say, I'm going to film myself on green screen and then I'm going to put myself in a bathroom? Or did she watch her footage and be like, I'm going to put the bathroom in the background? Like, which one came first there? I can't imagine there was a lot of pre-production thought in this. Although she did have a calendar, apparently. So maybe I'm wrong. Cheryl, thank you very much for the super chats. Cheryl says, just sending a little love, Zach. Happy to see you again. It's lovely to see you as well, Cheryl. My apologies. I know it's been a really busy week. It's been a lot. I've missed everybody as well. So thank you all for coming back over to the corner. I appreciate it.
And the film in the 80s is my favorite from Stanley Kubrick. There was a crappy made-for-TV one. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It had that kid with the chipmunk cheeks.
Yeah, she used the bra before.
They had Tony instead of a finger.
Hey, Mia.
Or an imaginary boy that lives in his mouth. They had him portrayed as some... They had him embodied as some kind of, like, 90s freaking hipster, like, I don't know. It was really... looked like he had, like,
Foodie's movie reviews just as good as the food reviews.
An IBM computer in his dorm room or something, and he's like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
No. What does a character having an IBM computer in their dorm room mean? Please tell
Not
me.
my thing.
In the 90s. Please tell me.
Rebecca De Mornay was in it.
Sure.
Ooh, now that version more followed closely the events of the book, but I like that Kubrick really transformed the story and really focused on the cinematics. Like, it was a really beautifully shot movie. He was able to build suspense and horror
Who is the cinematographer? Under?
with very little gore. I mean, this is pretty much as much gore as the movie has. Lots of blood, but like the scene with the blood rushing in the elevator, but that's
The Shining cinematography, there were two. Martin Kenzie
The
and
real
John
horror
Alcott. Ooh,
it's
there's
a
an
bear.
article.
It's a psychological horror. And those for me are more frightening than gore, Just my opinion. That's the kind of horror I like. Some people really are gore hounds.
Okay, so John Alcott photographed the film, who is also the guy from 2001: A Space Odyssey, which makes sense. They went on to do...
Keeping the tails on really prevented me
Sorry, interrupting Foodie. They both went on to do A Clockwork Orange and Barry Lyndon. There you go.
from devouring
Learning.
this quicker.
Foodie won't tell you that.
Which is a good thing.
Google will.
I can't tell if I dropped rice on my dress or if it's the sequins. Stanley Kubrick has passed away, sadly. He's probably rolling in his grave. Watching this! It's a very sweet sauce.
I was going to say elevated sense of importance there. Sure. Sure. Like anyone has any care
There's
of
a
what
hint of
Foodie
the
thinks of
rum.
The Shining. Sure.
I was in the mood for something Caribbean and tropical tasting and summery. I mean, I have to spend so many long winters locked down here. The Sidewinder's full of snow. The snowcat's not working. It's just horrible. I just can't get down on the Sidewinder. I can't leave. Plus, I mean, I'm trapped here for eternity because, well, where'd my other earring go? I guess I have an eternity to look for it.
Oh,
Are you getting
Foodie.
sick of my afterlife jokes yet?
I mean, mate, to be honest,
Anyway.
this is a little less effort than I was first expecting. My expectations should be lowered. Just bring it down a touch.
Anyways, guys, I'm done eating for now. I'm gonna pack up the leftovers,
I don't think she liked it.
put them in the fridge.
Just a shame. It's just
The
a waste
Torrance
of
family's
ingredients.
gonna be here any minute. Gotta make sure they have something to eat. It's gonna be a long winter. Anyways, guys, today's just day 1 of Vlogtober. I have a lot planned for you guys.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed this first little intro video.
Not really.
And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay. I mean, we're off to a start. It's a start. Look, it happened at 11:30 p.m. on the 1st of October. It's a start. Maze Keen, thank you very much for the super chat. Maze Keen says, "Hi Zach, where have you been?" I'm sorry, mate. It's been a busy week. My apologies. Is she really awkward in this, or am I just used to her lame lives? I was saying before, Maze King, I honestly think that a lot of us we have a lot of nostalgia for the old content. Recreating the magic of some of that old stuff is challenging in current times. And yay, Sydney is coming out of lockdown finally, was going insane. Hope you've been well. Yeah, all good up here. Brisbane's but going okay. We're in stage 2 technically at the moment, so we'll be fine. But thank you very much for the super chat. All right, team, we're not closing it there. Oh no, we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back in time, back again, giving you a dose of what's happening. Now, we've got another 80 minutes worth of content from today. I think we should go through it. Do you want to go through it? Let's go through it. We'll just go through it together. But we'll do this one at speed so we don't have to live in the reality. Let's just rewind it to here. Let's speed it up. Let's disappear the chat. Also, I have to change things. Sorry, team. Marissa, thank you very much for being here for 8 months. It's lovely to see you. Thanks for the message. Marissa says it's a miracle she got this up on October 1. Marissa, it was 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes. We almost didn't get it on the 1st of October. So we'll see. We're going to watch this one and we're just going to hang out. Like I said at the start, this does have conversation in it. Like I said at the start. If you missed the start, feel free to rewind. Catching up with Foodie.
Chubby moose. It's cold today. Chubby moosh.
Gabrielle, hello.
Hi, somewhat Steph. Che, Tiger. You changed your name, Steph?
This is
Hi,
sped up
Jay.
or... oh, okay.
Tiger, Jessica. Who else do we need here? I just woke up. I feel hungover even though I didn't drink.
What was she doing
So,
last night? Oh, wasn't she up until all hours during live streams? I did see the 2 deleted lives, which was really heavy on chat that I don't feel comfortable with, and quite high, actually, quite high.
Fever Dream, Brooke, Dixie, there's so much crap
Hey,
that's
Punisher.
happened. I'm just gonna... Honestly, did you guys get notifications? Or I need to put a lot of things into perspective for myself and just for you guys because it's just been so crazy. Like,
There were lockmas. Yes,
holy God.
many lockmas.
What's going on? Julie,
Just-
did I rest well?
She was
Good
blazed.
job. I rested, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, I was out. You got a notification? So I'm just gonna put this here.
I just wish you would wear clothes, Deb.
Sammy is waiting.
Do we need the
Patiently
PG
in-
filter? I can
Right,
PG
yeah.
filter it, if you'd like.
So, guys, where do I begin? So, alright, I'm just trying to clean up a bit around here because it's horrible. All from yesterday, mostly, too, honestly. Just, right,
Just mumbling. I need to
I
hear.
have some serious things to talk about, so
Okay.
let me get the crotch itching out of the way. Alright, now, first thing I want to bring up is Joe. There were some very personal things that were found out about Joe. Reagan's Jelly Beans, welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees. Sorry, I need to have some water. The stress, I might have to... I get periods of overwhelming nausea.
Huh.
I have a bit of a stuffy nose. My throat's a bit tender still. I do feel better than yesterday.
Go to the doctor.
Right now, at the moment, I don't feel good. So, I don't know the details.
Okay, everyone's saying that the smoke alarm is still beeping. It must just be me and my ignorant ass. I cannot hear it.
Farms. I will no longer associate with this person. I know that I talked to Bay Nation about what we should do because he was a regular member of that community as well. There's some things, yeah, that are zero tolerance. I don't know the detail. I'm not going to support this person anymore. Yes, I'm sad because although over the past little while, things have been declining. I haven't really talked to this person. Like, I don't talk to them on a daily basis. It's been a while with Joe. I don't talk to him really much anymore.
Things not to do. Don't waffle on about topics that you have a point to make the point, keep it pumping, move it on.
I used to talk to him on WhatsApp, but no, we're talking Joe. So, I mean, obviously, like, I've known this person for so long, it's just so weird. I never thought. And
Chat
it
says
honestly,
they can
like,
hear it.
makes me feel like, who the
Just me.
fuck are all these people I'm talking to so personally online with? And honestly, it never occurred to me to research my friends until now. Like, sadly, you know. Let's try just a second. Oh my god.
Marie, yes, it's a very comfy shirt. It's not a Bonds.
Normally, I
but
like to talk to the person and get their story, but I just don't feel comfortable doing that. Especially because I'm not really close with him anymore, so
I
I just
can't
kind of
hear
blocked
it.
it. Alright.
I hear the fan.
Now, so basically my sympathy is going to be with the victim. So, another thing is, speaking of which, another thing I didn't realize, probably, I'm just going to come out and say, like, I feel like I'm being wishy-washy. I do feel like I'm coming on here trying to defend things that happen with Natter and behaviors. I don't want to talk about Natter. I don't want to talk, I will own fully that I shouldn't have come on here and talked about things that affect somebody so seriously, like the cops and talking about crimes and stuff like that.
Okay, so we missed the summary because I wanted to get through that early part in regards to the Joe chat. Just a reminder, it makes me sick and really uncomfortable, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. And realistically, even though she's talking about it, it's not part of the content that we're watching. Again, see the start of the stream for more of that discussion. I forgot, it's only been a few days. I forgot that there was a cop who showed up to Foodie's house and asked for a statement. I forgot that had happened, because apparently we were... Okay, please correct me if my sequence of events is incorrect, team. I appreciate you all. Okay, my truth, my story, which is where I left off on Monday. Cop visit, statement given. Back with old mate, but we're working things through. We're working on the relationship. And now he's single. Is that the sequence of the last 4 days? 5 days? Is that correct? Girl in a box, thank you for the message and for the 3 months. Girl in a box says, I hear no beep. See? Maybe it's just at a frequency that some of us can hear and some of us can't. I don't doubt that it's there, but I definitely can't hear it. Sounds like the right sequence? I thought so. Because during the My Story, My Truth was the screenshot of the text messages, right? Her saying, you hurt BBJ, whatever. And now a lot of the focus of the conversation is around him hurting an elderly cat, which is awful. Just trying to... Can't keep up, Daniel. I know, it's hard, mate. It is hard. But I think, it takes a village, people. So I think collectively we have reached the summation of the last week.
But I also don't want to downplay what happened to me. And I think that's whenever I saw, people... When I saw my haters, sympathizing with him over something that I know is my truth, that actually really fucking pissed me off. And that's when it affected me a lot more than I thought. Lisa D, welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees. I just realized, I was talking to somebody who really helped me, who's been in this situation, and a friend of mine. And I just want to say,
Yeah, got it. Thanks, Lottie.
I realize, it's never going to change. And the relationship is just, I'm emotionally drained all the time. I'm just drained, and I just can't do anything, period. I didn't lie about anything that I said happened. Like I said in my story, it did happen. Has it happened since? No. Regardless, what the reason was, if it was cocaine or what, I don't care. It happened to me. It affected me. It still affects me. And yeah, it makes someone else look really bad on the internet, but it's still my truth. It's still my choice. It's still my story.
I don't trust any of it. I don't trust her. I don't trust old mate. I don't trust any of them. Not at all. Can't trust them as far as I could throw them. Why would you? We made the analogy the other week, or earlier this week at least, about, Foodie is just the person who cried wolf consistently. Why would you ever trust anything? And this is cynical Zach, fully at the foremost, because lizard brain Zach wants to believe everything, because it's an awful thing to happen. So of course I want to be compassionate, but I have to understand that I should be compassionate towards the circumstance and not the person. In this case, because Foodie lies all the time. So why would I trust her?
BBJ was never kicked. What I told you guys happened did happen. I don't want to say it again.
Did old mate not kick her off the bed? I thought old mate kicked her off the bed.
Because I don't like to say it. I don't want anything bad to happen to him either. But relationship is over. There's no relationship. I can't be in a relationship. I have to take care of myself, my own health. I feel level.
Sphinx, thank you for the super chat. Sphinx says she's telling 5 different stories. How are we to know what's a lie and what is not? Exactly, Sphinx. It's hard enough for us who watch this pretty much on the daily, or at least listen to, or get the summaries, or, watch a compilation or a reactor. It's hard enough for us to keep up. Imagine if you took, a week off. You just wouldn't know. And you wouldn't know which stories hold more credibility. And the argument is always, it comes down to you as audience members. You will make the personal choice of what you want to believe based on you. For me, I believe none of it. And I'm not telling you how to think. I'm just saying, I watched a lot of Foodie.
I did because I'm sick of taking the edibles to the point of,
thank you
last
for the
night,
compliment, okay. It's a little stiff. But thanks.
Seneca, okay, so if
oil.
the message said that, you kicked my cat. No, I said you hurt my cat. he didn't kick her. Like, that didn't happen. It was like a get out, and like, you know, chased her around. Whatever happened, it's enough to scare her. She's okay. Like, I've checked her out.
So you've traumatized your elderly cat by bringing.
Sometimes I feel like that's the only way I can cope.
Great.
But that's not a way to cope, by just being mind numb, because it doesn't do anything. You're just gonna have to deal with these things when you wake up, right? So.
Reality? Yeah, that's a thing.
So,
Every day.
whatever the reason is, I mean, whatever the reason is. Hey, Sarah. Whatever happened? I do not know. Yes, I know what happened.
T-Rex, hey mate, how's it going?
Shay, I know, but every single time I realize more and more, like, okay, I'm not there for a reason. Like, if you really, really want to be with somebody, you're gonna be with them. Want to be with them night and day. Like, when I first got with BB, I wanted to be with him night and day. He made me feel safe. He made me feel comfortable. I don't feel that way right now. Like, I feel happier when I'm like more away, or at least not happier, but like less. I feel peace. And if.
Okay, so it's not a relationship, but they're still seeing each other. In my mind, this is my tinfoil beret theory. Also, it's very warm in here, so sorry if I start looking sweaty, but it is warm. Hence the t-shirt, warm. My theory is that they're absolutely still seeing each other. I mean, I still think that Shantel's getting potentially illicit substances from this individual. That's entirely a baseless assumption. I also think that we counted this yesterday, Lottie. We've been through 8 breakups, 8 publicly announced breakups with old mate in 6 months or so. So once a month, on average, ish, we'd probably say there's potentially a causation with YouTube payments and rent, but that's neither here nor there, and entirely a baseless allegation. Once again, has no merit and purely a theory. So yeah, we're on the countdown to the next paycheck on the 21st. So we will see. But you know, my bullshit radar is screaming at me that in 2.5 weeks' time we'll see old mate back.
If a relationship is draining you in every single way like that, yeah, this is my first toxic relationship, and I hate talking about him like this online. Mm-hmm. You've seen for yourself, he's got a really good side. Maybe we just don't mix together. I don't know what the problem is, but...
Just a reminder, on Monday, we covered this is my truth, this is my story. It's not been a week. It has not been a week since this is my story to here. Just content clarity. Just putting the timeline together.
I have to worry about myself and my own health. I can't take on, like, it's just like all-encompassing, all-absorbing type of relationship, and I just can't, like... It's a minute. I think now, but... Yeah. Oh, I know I have to show, but... I want to get this all out of the way and address all these things, like, pre-Vlogtober, because I just want to have fun.
Sure.
Honestly, and...
I mean, this was the 1st of October.
All the pits. I got exhausted just watching him. Well, he's very energetic and, like, always on, like I said, and I just... I'm off a lot.
I think I heard it then. I definitely heard it then.
But
the fire.
This is not, I mean, it's not over. There's a lot of, like, things I'm still dealing with in private.
What are you still dealing with in private? If you've broken up, you've broken up. The thing is, every time she talks about old mate and breaking up, there's always, oh, I've still got to do this thing. I've still got to do this thing. Like, we've still got things to sort out. It's like, what have you got to sort out? Legitimately, what have you got to sort out? Nothing. Nothing. Apart from the fact that you're still paying for stuff. That's it. It is a broken record, Cheryl. Yes.
So... It's my favorite season, Denise. Yeah, TTM, I shouldn't be... No, I know.
Is she going to bring up Nick? Oh, wait, she already did bring up Nick this week. Oh, God. God.
I don't want to start seeing other guys. I don't want to see other guys. I don't want to see guys. I just want to, like... I mean, I just want to focus, like I said, on myself, because I don't feel healthy. I'm not saying I'm never going to see him or I'm not going to be friends or whatever. I just can't.
Less than a week after My Truth, My Story. I'm not saying I'm never seeing him again. I'm not saying we can't be friends. Okay, not the approach I take or recommend, but...
Be in a relationship. I can't. don't think you realize you were beautiful, wonderful. Thank you, Seneca. No, I haven't. No, he doesn't use... When we're, like, we have not used bad drugs in a long time. At least, like, I haven't. I don't know what...
Hey, Miss Nick.
I know when he's, like, on something, and it's been a while, like, so...
Sandra, you just woke up? That's okay. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
We're just catching up with Foodie from today.
I guess I was just also, like, really upset because, like, he was more concerned with image over, or, like, denying that it happened over acknowledging it and being sorry. Like, if you really love somebody, if you hurt them, you would want to be sorry. Do you know what I mean? So, I just, like, little things, I just...
Foodie really dragged this into a public sphere, didn't she? I was just considering it, thinking, yeah, you two could have come together off camera, you could have... I mean, I wouldn't have, but if you were serious about reconciling and working through that, you wouldn't do it on a public platform, you wouldn't you wouldn't make old mate a channel, you wouldn't edit his... Like, there's a lot of things in my mind that you wouldn't do if you were actually working through all of this, which makes cynical Zach think that it's all just for clicks and views because it's drama, and Foodie has gone on record asking for how to cause more drama on her channel. So...
I realized that the relationship itself is abusive in a lot of ways. And yes, on my part as well, I've never, like, hit anybody, but abusive in a lot of different ways. I aired his dirty laundry to 88,000 subscribers. Yeah, I did. Well, yes. That was not good to do. I tried to keep him anonymous, but...
That doesn't matter. No. I think Foodie's taking a bit of the wrong message away here. It's not about airing what happened and then keeping the person anonymous. It's that the internet is not your therapist. The internet is not your support network. The internet is not what you want it to be, Foodie, because it's more comfortable screaming into your camera than it is going to see a professional. Right? So Foodie's approach to problem solving is just to cry about it on camera. That's it. No action gets taken place. No contacting of appropriate resources. No healthy use of exploring professional means. No, none of that. It's just I can fix it if my internet hug box hears about it. And this is where we ended up. So let's take a moment. Let's take a lesson. This is the wrong approach. Perhaps this is the wrong approach in daily life as well. Perhaps don't trauma dump on your friends or acquaintances and instead be your own advocate. You know? I think that example works a lot better here than in everybody's real life because everybody's real life is different. But yeah, this approach, bad. Cool.
You know. So, that's all I really need to say. No, I am coming from a true soulful place. I mean, I've been reflecting, I've been talking to people for support, Fezziwig, and I just had to come on here and just everything I was thinking, just diarrhea it to you guys.
That's exactly what she does. It's exactly what she does. She recognizes the issue, then somehow thinks that talking about it to her internet audience is productive. It's not productive. It's not. Your internet audience isn't going to give you tools and means to work through any of those problems. I mean, her chat is just recommending vitamins to her, so no.
This is definitely a new experience for me, and one that... Anyway. Very intense, that's all I can say.
Yes, sorry, I did mute to cough. Sorry, team.
And it's not going to get better, so, I mean, I don't like wasting time. And I don't know, like, maybe he's different with other people, maybe it's me. I don't know, I don't want to blame myself, because there's never a reason for somebody to treat you bad, no matter what you do. There's no like, it's not like I killed somebody, like, in someone's family, or, you know what I mean? Like, so there's just never a reason. And I'm telling myself this. I'm PTSD. Oh, I definitely have some, like, I need therapy for everything.
Yes, please explore that avenue, please.
So, just
also, another thing I missed in the summary, she allegedly went to the introductory therapist meeting, which was a phone call or a Zoom or something. I don't know. It was 15 minutes? Something. Anyway, she did the introductory thing. Her new therapist is all for body positivity, anti-diet culture, and we'll see where that goes. That's what all I've picked up.
Doing my best here. But it's hard. There's a woman going to police over a car accident. She has it on her Ring camera. What? You should never be in a relationship you have to heal from.
Oh, Vicky asked an important question. Vicky asked, I'm sorry if this has been addressed, but did she say why she's sick? I don't know. Maybe in a previous live. Personally, it seems like she's quite swollen in the gland, so it could be anything, but we won't know. Maybe we'll get an ER visit or something.
He had really good
Who knows?
chemistry. What accident? There was no accident. It was a fucking fender bender. I hit her from behind. I didn't stop in time. And, like, I was crying and...
Okay, so team, you'll have to forgive me because I don't drive, but is a fender bender not an accident? Like when you rear end someone, when you rear end someone in a car, is that not an accident? I thought, like, because if it wasn't an accident, was it purposeful? Is that the verbiage we need to use? It sounds like that's what, like, qualifies as an accident. Distracted driving. Oh yeah, it was distracted driving. She was trying to get a lighter out of her purse while crying and having a fight with old mate in the car. To the surprise of no one.
I was really distraught.
Hey, Loopy.
Like, I just wanted to get him home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to get away. And he wouldn't leave. Anyway. That's what fights. It was just bad fights, like really bad fights. But I don't want to talk publicly about it, honestly. It's not healthy either, and it's not good for him too. Yeah, I respect people. No matter what, even if they disrespect me. I don't know, that's just like how I've always been. I don't know. Anyway. So that's messed up about
Oh,
Joe
no,
and everything.
Morgan.
I just don't
I
even know
hope
what to
you're
say anymore.
Okay, great. Can we
Those are
stop
messed
talking
up
about old
things.
mate? Let's just not do it anymore. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see.
And I realize people are upset because you guys care, a lot of you care about me, and to see me excusing something, I understand that, you know.
Do you? I don't think
I don't want to excuse it. That pisses me off. You know, and I think that's what really made me realize, like, if somebody cares about you, they won't care. Like, they'll take responsibility for what they did to you, and he just doesn't at all.
Of
At
course
all.
not.
Like, something I'm gonna probably have to, like, heal from emotionally forever. And it's not a big deal. It's my fault.
Okay, therapy.
So I get
Come
a
on
bit
now.
angry when I talk about
Let's
it.
put our big girls
So,
and pants on.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Also, that's probably a really hard conversation to have. However, I will just put a little pin in the idea that, like, once again, and I've said it a million times, she doesn't have dependence with him. She's not living with him. She's not reliant on him for anything except for attention and drugs, potentially. That's it. So if you wanna argue, like, did she continuously put herself into this situation? I don't want to go down the track of victim blaming. However, her reliance on this person, drugs and attention, right? Just to make it concise. There wasn't any other motive. There wasn't anything else that kept Foodie going back to old mate. I'm not saying that, like, he's not entirely responsible for a whole heap of shit, but just trying to make it make sense. Hey, Ori.
All right, so I have to worry about
That's what I meant by attention, guys.
Goldilocks. Gay rights, absolutely Goldilocks. Gay rights all the way. I love all my gay fans. Jackie and Elena, and Lewis. Sorry, Lewis. Some of you I don't even know if you're gay or not, or bi. Let's just all be bi.
Okay, hear me out. Did Foodie out Lewis in that moment? I swear she's spoken about Lewis previously. Maybe not. Maybe I'm reading way too much into that. But also, once again, it just reminds me that Foodie does not speak well of other people, generally. So maybe she... Elena, you bring up a good point. Elena said, I think she just assumed he was gay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe... Foodie, maybe you should just learn to keep private things private. Private things between people private, because that's the way politeness works. Keep it private. It's private. Anyway.
Let's just all love each other. Who cares about our sexual orientation? Nobody cares.
So why bring it up? Why bring it up specifically with the people in your community? Like, I'm all for shouting gay rights, but I'm not going to, like, talk about someone else's business because it's someone else's business. Foodie talks about other people's business all the time.
Don't agree with the LGBT. You don't? Well, I don't know what to say. But as long as you're respecting people, you don't have... That's the thing. Nobody has to agree with everything.
We have a discussion about that. No one has to agree with everything. You can't make people agree with everything. Sure. When it comes to someone else's identity, however you... sexual, gender, all of that. When it comes to someone else's business, it's their business. It's their business. That's it. Their business. This moment made me realize I am so glad that my militant gay ass does not read her chat. Because I would be getting filthy. But I'm not. Just watching Foodie.
As long as you respect one another, right? I mean, but being gay is not really something like, it's not like an opinion. You know, it's like, it's who the person is. You know? Thanks, Shantel Manic. Doesn't even make sense. No, it doesn't, but anyway. I think some people just try to cause shit when they're anonymous. I envy some of you for being anonymous. I could never be. Although I could make troll accounts. I could do that. That's just like so stupid. I don't know. I'd rather have an opinion that people know it's coming from me, I guess. You know? It's not satisfying if I know the person doesn't know I'm saying it. I don't know, like it's weird. Like no one's gonna give as much of a shit if they don't know it's you. You know what I mean? So I'm just cleaning up my desk here because
what time is
I
it,
have
Calicious?
some Vlogtober
3
to
p.m.?
get to. I have some work to do. I have some work. I'm an important businesswoman. Cheyenne? I don't know why you guys think that's me. Seriously, that's not me. I don't know who that is.
Her chat is wild.
No, it wasn't Trick or Andy. That's not my troll account. I don't have a troll account.
Danielle, thank you very much for the super chat. And good to see you. Danielle says, just done my super long pamper self-care. Nice. Settling into a fresh bed with my cross stitch. Oh, what are you cross stitching? To watch this live from the start. Perfect Saturday. Future Danielle, hi. I hope your cross stitch goes well. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
I don't have one. Actually, no, sorry. I did make an account to test him. But it's not Cheyenne Wolf. That's what I don't know where you're getting that from. I honestly don't. It was like a French name or something. I have the account. I still have the account. And it wasn't a YouTube account. It was a Facebook account. And that's all I did.
Hey, Sam. Good to see you, mate.
I swear to God. Why do people think I'm that?
I hope
I'm
you keep
somebody
it
else.
safe.
I don't know. I don't get it. Speculation or what? Anyway. That's it. Now I'm coming on here saying this, but I do feel... I feel conflicted. Like I want to run back. But then I remember how I feel. And I don't want to. But I want to stay home. Anyway.
God, she's so over herself.
And I have my Vlogtober to do.
Uh-huh.
My aunt's going to be out of quarantine soon.
Uh-huh. She's prepping to go back, by the way. Tomorrow, I reckon. Or at least in the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's going to happen.
Your heart, Cheryl Montgomery. Welcome to Very Important Bees. Ready to Bees. Pint-sized beauty. Check the description, my friend.
Hey, Kelly.
Try to do it from your computer if you're using iPhone. There should be a link to join.
Also,
hey guys.
Team, there are over 600 of you currently joining. Thank you all so much for joining me in this lovely corner of the internet. Fabulous to see you all. If you'd like to hit that like button while you're watching, I appreciate that. Please and thank you.
Hi, Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Sammy. So, I'm going to do my video. I'm going to get ready to do my video. Nice clean desk. What? Somebody queefed? I didn't see it. Every time I send you AA. What? Purple Mermaid?
Yes, feel free to boop the
No,
stream.
nobody's contacted me playing cheeseburger. I did block him though. You have legit weirdos obsessed with bringing down your channel and watching you suffer. Bring down my channel for what? Like, I don't understand. Just because you don't like me? Like, or I don't like something you said?
Look,
I haven't, like, even...
Look, the status of her channel is for YouTube to decide. I'm here watching my stories and also learning, like, it's worth being a good person, you know?
And try to take anybody down. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't understand. Like, what do you, like, people, the same people who criticize my work and, like, make money off me want to take me down? Like, that doesn't sound too smart. Why is Chubby Moose? Chubby Moose!
I mean, look, personally, I think there should be consequences for a lot of the shit that has gone on this public platform that could potentially have influenced people into a worse position in their life, such as, I don't know, I've always had an issue with the mukbangs, like rewarding behavior that is what most would consider to be unhealthy, seems like a really gross, strange approach, and that's just a moral perspective, right? That's my personal perspective on that issue. In the last 12 months, even more, maybe 18 months, we've seen Foodie's channel go from a focus on mukbangs to a focus on spectacle, right? Spectacle. So there was the Tinder story, like the Tinder chats, I didn't really mind all of that much. She did put herself into some dangerous and precarious situations around that time, such as walking the dockside in the middle of the night and live streaming. And as we kind of developed into like illicit substances and old mate, the chats have been getting more and more challenging. Some may say heinous. And Foodie is laughing all the way to the bank, like every day for it. It's also really important, I think, to have a conversation surrounding why we watch, and healthy positives that we can take away from it, learning what not to do, essentially. But whatever, Shantel. You're going to do what you're going to do.
Chubby Moo! There's a man. He's just alone in a bed. There's a man. He's got a pink nose, and he cries for help. He cries for food. Yeah. What, Chubby? What? What?
Kitties.
What? 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 No, Sam, I just
Oh my
came
god,
here.
that fan.
Wait.
Atrocious.
Come here.
Oh, Diet Pepsi.
Come, Sam.
Counting the drinks.
Chubby Moosh. They make me money too and keep me relevant. Irrelevant? I don't know, like not in a good way though. Because they make up shit. I'm not talking about the parody channels or the ones talking about me like...
What?
Hi, Sam. Hi, Chubby Moo!
Talking about the dumb shit you present on your YouTube channel? That's what I do. With him helping me clean, I know. Hey, BB. Yes, this is from...
Well, honestly, that's what keeps me going back is all the good things I think about, but then it doesn't negate how I feel. Like, I'm like ignoring how I feel for someone else.
He could use a brush, I think. Could use a brush.
He likes my shadows. You're stupid, Sam! Chubby Moo! Did you hear this, loser? You're a loser! Oh, he hugs me. Oh my god. I swear this cat is a baby reincarnated. I swear. What are you doing, Chubby Moo?
He's very cute.
He's my little boy. Oh, Chubby Moose. No, he's been weird. Ever since I have been sleeping away from home once in a while. You know I love you, Sam.
Yeah, I mean...
Chubby Moo!
Look, to be honest, the cat's gotten used to Shantel being around 24/7. Like, they can probably tell when something's up when she's not there. It's not, like... It's not that deep.
Like cheeseburgers. So I just wanted to say that. I have to get going because it's already 1 and I have a lot of things to do today to bring out your video.
12 minutes. Hooray.
Sweet pink nose cinnamon girl. Where's PBJ?
Like, I'm not saying the editing didn't take more than 20, but...
Oh, yes.
It was edited.
Actually... The day I got in the accident when I was, like, distraught and crying, that was when it happened. About BBJ, so... But... That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna come on here. I'm not gonna talk about him. I'm not gonna talk about personal things.
She said she wouldn't talk about him or personal things in the community post that she put up either yesterday or the night before this, whenever it was. Hey, surprise, we've just spent the last half an hour talking about Old Mate. To the shock of no one. Shocked.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Everything has just been taken so far. So, what was I talking about?
I have no idea.
I'm not putting Sam down. Are you kidding? Okay, did I miss something? Fuba clapping personal. Or do we have to watch that again? Hi, Ange activated. Thank you, handsome manic. If you're a manic too, two manic people can't be together.
Dear Foodie, please go and see health professionals and stop taking advice from your chat.
I don't mind it to music. Ow, I have a pimple growing. So I think it's because, oh no, my thing goes under my nose now. When I used to have my CPAP mask would go here, it used to give me pimples. Where's my love hug? Love hug BBJ. She's downstairs. I think she's downstairs. She's not up here. My aunt, I'm going to be seeing her either the 8th or the 9th. She'll be done quarantine. If I feel better. I don't want to subject anybody to who's unvaccinated to if I'm not feeling well.
If you're not feeling well, go and get tested.
So, if they're unvaccinated.
Doesn't matter. If you're not feeling well, go and get tested. If you're not feeling well, there are symptoms away from that. Hey, go to a doctor. It might be something worse.
Yes, you're getting a Vlogtober video this evening, guys. That's why I want to go. I have some things to do. Oh god, Marissa, nothing. I just came on here and was just like, did you get mail? I didn't get any mail yet, and activated. I'm gonna go check the mailbox today.
Ooh.
Orange chicken, never. Orange cabbage and Brussels sprout smoothie. Farts. So, I ate too much last night, and that's all because of the munchies. Let's see how I eat when I don't have the munchies, okay? Let's watch. I don't eat like that without the munchies.
Okay. Cool. Are we just not going to talk about binging ever again? Alright. No, it's always munchies. It's always the munchies.
Sorry, Lambo. You're gonna have to see. So, we should form a peaceful army. Yes, Julie, let's be peaceful here. I feel peace. That's all I need to feel. Yeah, Lucky Lola. She was allowed to come because of my grandmother's death. And I think she just... but she's also a Canadian citizen. Or no, she's not a citizen anymore. Or yes, she is. I don't even know anymore. I think she is.
Details we don't need to know about
Foodie's
family.
Canada, but you have to quarantine.
Again,
Peaceful,
Foodie, internet safety. I know you don't care, and you're reckless as hell, but, like, go.
Oh, yes. It's gonna be out in a few hours, Lucky Lola. Like, it's gonna be out this evening. I'm gonna go work on it. Amber Smith. I feel very emotional right now, actually. I'll just, like... I wish things were different.
I wish things were different for you, Foodie. Yeah. I wish a lot of things.
But they're not.
No.
So all we have to do is just keep going on with everything.
Or, what you could do, is sit down, recognize the things that you want to change, and then plan it. Put some goals in between. Reach your goals. Achieve the plan. I mean, I make it sound easy, and it's really not, but better than resigning yourself to accepting a life that you could change. Unhappy with your life? Work to changing it. You don't have to lay down and accept it.
Have Fear Vlogtober is here. Put your time into your own video content and my own life, which I've been neglecting. I've been neglecting everything for someone else. There she is! BBJ! BBJ! There she is, Miss America, National Treasure, with the bald, purring away.
Okay, gotta skip some cat content here, because it's a lot, and talking points.
I mean, so you revealed all shit that made my life even worse. Like, you betrayed me as a friend.
Oh, we're talking about Shannon. Okay.
And regardless of your intentions, you still, it's not a slip, you still went and created an account, told bullshit lies about me that I make fun of fucking people, disabled children and shit. Like, what? No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you were saying, but I heard some things and...
Sure.
That's all I need. A friend doesn't do that.
I think the thing is, it's a big chat about character, right? Like, you could tell me, and I think this is the thing in regards to Shantel that, like, everybody should be aware of, and I'm sure you all are. You could tell me anything about Shantel, and I would immediately question what's the worst option in, like, what's the worst potential outcome, and that's probably the truth. Like, that is how jaded and cynical of an audience member I am to Foodie. Because you tell me something's wrong, I'll probably believe it. You tell me something is right, I'll question it. Because that's what we as audience members have been led to conclude. We have to draw our own conclusions, and for a lot of us, it's often on the worst case scenario side. Fear the T-Rex, thanks very much for the super chat. Fear says, total insult to everyone who has mental health disorders to use I'm feeling emotional as an excuse for everything. Some of us have to go to work. Yeah, Fear, I 100% agree. I'm not in that that group. Thank you for the super chat as well. I'm not in that group, but the way Foodie talks about mental health in general, the way Foodie talks about all the things, just bad. She doesn't have a lot of maturity in her discussion, and you know, she literally said in this live stream, "Oh, well, two people who are manic like can't be together," and it's like, Foodie, you don't know, and I don't know because I don't have that lived experience, and I'm not a professional. But like, you could just watch what you say, Foodie, but she doesn't. Thank you again for the super chat, T-Rex. And Danielle, 6 months. Thanks for the message. Danielle says, also hashtag goals. Just bought my dream car. Oh, Danielle, heck yeah. Hands up in the chat. Dream car. Chat, feel free to have a chat about what your dream car is. Because I like walking. And sometimes the bus. But congratulations, Danielle.
A friend doesn't do that. She has a hater channel now, exactly. So, your good intentions made you create a hater channel to tell lies about me.
Oh, the other thing that I wanted to note here is that I find it particularly reoccurring that the energy towards Shannon and her breach of trust, whatever, the mood and energy focused on that talking point is so much more than Old Mate. Consistently. Even after the story, even after the truth, even after the 8th breakup, even after all of that, even after hurting her cat, even after all of that, the amount of effort, energy, and like focus she has spent on essentially what I would like to see as fuck that guy, is way lessened compared to Shannon's, hey, I spilled the beans because you weren't taking anything I said seriously, so that's it. Obviously, that's a very brief overview of what has been happening there, but you get the point.
My kitty passed away at 15 from diabetes. I'm so sorry, Jay. Cats do get diabetes. I feel like what she did at first could have been forgiven, but what she has done since is so weird. From someone you were friends with. I know, going and making shorts like, I'm salty Shannon. You fucking cunt, I'm gonna get you. You're full of shit. And all I ever did was go back to somebody you don't agree with.
No. That's not all you did, Foodie. Foodie, you retaliated and decided to tell your entire internet base what Shannon's history was in regards to DV. Let's not forget that, Chestnut, that Foodie decided to tell everyone, all of us who are watching, that Shannon had been in abusive relationships previously, that she partook in party favors at a graduation ceremony. Like, Foodie's run her goddamn mouth about Shannon. It doesn't matter if it happened pre, post, mid, you know, the revelations. It doesn't matter. I, personally, am not going to sit here and listen to Foodie say, I never did anything wrong to you. It was all you. No, it wasn't. You like, cause and effect, mate. This is the consequence of your actions. You want to run your mouth about someone? Okay. The consequence of that action is that someone will probably have some stuff to say. And you are a literal representation of that. So, calm down. Jen, thanks for the super chat. Jen says, fear the T-Rex. I have bipolar and agree with your super chat 100%. Also, hi, Zach and mods and chat. Hi, Jen. Thanks for the super chat and for sharing. Of course. I appreciate it. We'll get back into it.
Nice. Hi, Bam! Oh my god, I missed Bam! Are you guys all gonna start coming back, I hope? That is vile. Yeah, sorry. Was in Greece for the last 2 weeks.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, oh my god, you're so lucky. Special kids to her home while you made fun of them. Then she said you seduced her 40-year-old neighbor. I seduced a 40-year-old at 16? Who's in the wrong here? The 40-year-old or the 16-year-old? That's the French lover. by the way.
That whole
Which I
story.
already told the story about that. So, good luck. It's my story time, not yours. Anyway.
Okay, hold on. That sentence was weird to me.
By the way. Which I already told the story about that. So, good luck. It's my story time, not yours.
I already told the story about that. Good luck. It's my story time, not yours. Foodie, that's your life, mate. That's your history. That's something you went through. It's not like, how disconnected from reality do you have to be to refer to your own history, your own life as story times? Like, how insular is your YouTube world where, like, you're more concerned with the fact that it's your story to tell on your public platform? That's the priority in that statement, and not like, this is an awful experience I lived through and I should probably unpack it with a professional. Like, I can see where my hierarchy of priorities would be in the way that I framed that specifically. I found that really curious.
Anyway.
Life is not a story.
One thing I've learned is...
I mean, your life can be a story, but in this context, the priority is on telling the story and monetizing and gaining from it, as opposed to recognizing something terrible in your past and, like, unpacking it, working on it. It's easier to disconnect from that reality if you propose it as, oh, it's content for my channel, it's my story time, like, it's my job, it's my career, however you want to put it. I just found that, like, the specific phrasing of that comment very particular.
Saying, actually, that I did learn from him was, when I spit it, I don't lick it. So if I say bye to you, I'm not going to take it back, because something like that, sorry. Have low intelligence. I'm not gonna make fun of her. Like, that's not the type of person I am. Even like with Natter, it's just hard, like, when I care. Like, I don't want to, like, badmouth people. Like, I don't want to sink to people's level. Like,
hey,
Hater Nation or people, like, certain people from the internet have made me appreciate that I'm not like that. Nutrition. Your sore throat could be from GERD. Really?
Could be from lots of things, mate. Lottie, you said this very well. Lottie said, my experiences are not your entertainment. And I think that's important to remember as well, even when it does come from yourself, right? Like, your experience, like, Shantel makes her own experience other people's entertainment. But I just think that's quite a messed up view when it comes to stories like that, right? Stories that have clearly not been unpacked in a professional context, in a healthy context, in a way that will result in healing or whatever that needs to look like. It just seems like I will hold on to this story and tell it because it's for YouTube. Goblin, thank you very much for the super chat. Goblin says, Shannon was super victim blamey and I hated it. I'm going to be honest with you, Goblin, I haven't watched any Shannon content. I am aware of the conversations that have happened surrounding it. I enjoy the internet shenanigans. I enjoy the drama, and I'm not here to stir the pot. But with that being said, like, there does reach a point where the real life bleeds into the reality for me a bit too much, and I just need to, like, check out for a moment. So the back and forth between Foodie and Shannon has gone from an offline, like, reality onto this YouTube platform, which makes it so messy to follow that narrative. And so different when you talk about, like, the power dynamics. Shannon didn't have a public platform, has now got a public platform. There's different ways and means. And if, like, a simple way to boil it down would be, it's two YouTubers now having a beef over something someone said. We obviously know that there's a lot more to that, but when it's presented in this way on the public platform, I don't know. It seems too authentic in a way. But thank you for the super chat. And for the talking point, obviously.
A new skeleton tapestry? What do you guys think in the back here? With the lights? Or I could move my whole room around, put my desk here in front of this wall, have a background for my videos.
Messy. Caitlin, messy is a good word.
And maybe I should do that.
I need some breeze. I am getting quite shiny.
What do you think? That mess is spooky enough. Annie is gone with the wind.
Hey,
Probably
Linda.
taking a break. Get some purple lights. I have some purple and orange lights. Just go simple and hang. Yeah, I better not. But I do want to move my room around because I have bad vibes right now. light from the window could be better. Oh, yeah. You're right.
And then
Oh,
we've
I
got a
want my
short
desk right
stream
in front of
after
the
this one. Fabulous.
Then where would I put my tapestry?
Ooh, there's a plane.
If I put my desk in front of this window, you will still see the tapestry on the side, right? I didn't just see a Lush skin haul, did I? Yes! No, Lush Halloween haul.
Tess, the green screen is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
No, sorry, in the living room, behind the dining table. 2 chairs.
Where did I put my box of Lush?
Also, Annie, hello.
This is all going to be clean.
Is it spring in Australia? Yes, Kelly. It's very warm. What's Brisbane temperature? I'll tell you.
You guys are gonna be like, when I come back live tonight, you're gonna be like, holy.
It is currently 29 degrees Celsius, 24% humidity, which isn't too bad, but it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit at 3 p.m. It's quite warm.
Actually, let's do that tonight. Since I didn't do it last night, I got too high. I owe you guys a good stream. So what we'll do is, I won't do any edibles. I'm gonna have the same edible here. I might smoke one, and that's it. On live stream. And then I'm gonna decorate my room after I upload my Vlogtober video. So let's do that. Halloween feng shui. And let's just try to move on. I wasn't mentally ready for my life before the past 5 months. Now I have a whole bunch of trauma I have to deal with. And
Okay, not to dismiss the seriousness of trauma. However, Shantel has had a channel for 5 years almost now. I think 5 years? Coming around 5 years. Right. She has spoken quite a lot about the challenges in her life, be they physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever. She's been quite loud about all of her problems and concerns over that half a decade. I don't think that's brash to say. None of it, zero, has been worked on. And, like, you can't go into negatives when you talk about this, but none of it's been resolved either. Nothing. Shantel has taken maybe 2 steps towards addressing some of her what she would phrase, I'll phrase it for her, as moderate to major concerns, specifically in mental, physical, emotional health. Booking in to see a therapist, seeing one for 2 visits. Like, we have seen no progression. We have seen no healthy progression. All we've seen is it get worse and worse and worse and worse. So when she talks like this and says, I have a whole heap of trauma now and I need to work on it and deal with it, yeah, you do, but your audience will be the first one to tell you you won't, because history has shown us you haven't. So, like, what is different now? People, places, things, everything's still the same. It may seem rude of me to say I have no faith that Foodie will, like, work on any of that. I'd like her to. Like her to do a lot of things. Like, a lot of things. But will it happen? I won't hold my breath. So while she's over there making excuses as to why it won't happen, I'm going to be over here recognizing that tomorrow's just another day, another opportunity for me to be happy, for me to live my best life, and for me to take myself seriously. She doesn't take herself seriously. If you don't take yourself seriously, you're never going to address any of your own faults, weaknesses, any of that. So I'm going to do it, but Foodie won't. So I hope you guys make a smart decision as well.
financial problems? Not really financial problems that I can't recover from, but not like my old life. What I mean is, it's not just like, okay, let's go, let's decorate, let's move on. It's like, for me, there's a lot internally still going on, and I'll try not to bring all that to the internet.
Don't. Bring it to your therapist's office, please.
I'm not worried about any expose from him because there's literally nothing he can really expose me for. I didn't really do anything. So, no. I don't know. Maybe he'll do it, like, people are bugging him, like, do your side of the story. I will give him that throughout everything. He never came on and talked bad about me.
Yet. I'll say yet because she was still editing his videos, right, for his channel up until earlier this week. after the my story, my truth, she then assisted in an upload or uploaded for him an edited video that she put together. That was the lamb cooking, right? So, yeah. This is a really weird way to focus on power dynamics in relationships with all of this discussion going on. But nothing's stopping Old Mate from doing whatever the hell, because it's like he's not reliant on Foodie for anything. Apart from perhaps you could argue money. But, I mean, the guys seem to have managed without her previously, so who knows what that looks like. Foodie has a higher reliance on Old Mate, I think. And, honestly, she's aired everybody's dirty laundry, including her own and his, in the last month. So, I mean, there wouldn't be anything stopping this person from saying their piece, I guess.
But there's not really anything to say. Like, what did I do? Like, I don't know, I didn't do anything. That's the thing, like, anything would be lies, I guess, or maybe, like, stupid things, like Shannon, I don't know. Like, what Shannon's doing, like, I don't, like, that is, like, beyond reaching. Well, when she was 16, like, I don't even know what, like, are you talking about the hot knives girl that Amanda gave her hot knives? I don't know.
What is hot knives?
I know, Lambo. It's the magnetic liner. That
What's
will
hot
rise
knives?
again. All you did was fall in love with him. I just hope that... No, I mean, he has every right to make his own channel and his own life, and... I'm not saying I don't want to be friends, or I don't know, I'm just...
Method of smoking hash. Okay.
What I'm saying is I'm focusing on myself. That's always going to come first now. And I'm going to learn to love myself, because the therapist I have, actually, that's like the main focus. Like, she's very body positive, which is very positive. And that's what I need.
Is it what you need? Okay. I'm a big fan of tough love over here.
No orange chicken. I don't need to be.
But that's just me.
I'm a cashless cow. Be friends, watch AGT, and edit. Stop it, orange chicken. Makes me sad. But I just remember how I feel when I'm not happy. And it's just not enough. The happy times are just not enough. So, that's it.
Yeah, we told you. Don't want to be that guy, but we told you.
No cheating.
So remember when we were all screaming, there is no good enough when it comes to, like, the awfulness that you're talking about? Yup. Can we all just agree? We can just agree and keep it pumping.
I know. I've always been reluctant, though. Just judging by how I feel, like how I always want to be away. Like, I feel more peaceful when I'm away, and then moving in with somebody, like, that doesn't seem very smart. So, we best decorate tonight. Yes, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get, no, Bam. Not relationship-wise, no. I need to focus on myself. I have a lot of work. I've been derailed. I have a lot of things to deal with, the aftermath of. Something happened? Something happened is a lot of thinking. Like today, I woke up and I was talking to people. Mostly somebody, I'm not going to say who, but somebody who's been through this same thing, and things they would say just made so much sense and sounded so much like parallel to my situation. So it's very eye-opening.
It's almost like there would be professionals out there who could assist you. Yes. Hey, Andrew.
I never want to make light of what I went through, but I think that's what pissed me off, and that's why that's why I did like the whole my story thing, because I've seen people making light of it and calling me a liar, and it's something that like I'm dealing with silently, have trauma from, and...
Okay. I'm sorry. Every time she brings this up, she is not suffering with her trauma silently, and that's not to minimize the trauma, that's not to take away from her experience. She's blasting this information publicly. This is not living your life hiding away with a hard experience, right? This is not you going to, well, I mean, it is technically her going to work every day, but it's not her living in my reality, right? It's not going to work every day. It's not trying to keep up a social life. It's not trying to engage with new relationships. It's not trying to engage with family. It's not trying to just wake up every day and get out of bed and not talk about it, right? Not a professional, but being able to communicate your trauma, your past, your history, your grief, all of that stuff, being able to communicate that, I would assume is quite healthy in the right context. Foodie does not suffer with this silently. Foodie puts it out there for the internet as produced and monetized content. That is not silent. So I'm not saying I wish she was silent about it. I'm just saying I wish she would take all of this, just all of this content from the last like 4 weeks. Just give a link to your channel to your therapist. Be like, look, I talk about it all here. I don't imagine that would be very productive for the professional. However, it is not silent.
You know, like I'm not gonna like shut up and just to make you comfortable. You know, like fuck that. Anyway, before I get enraged, I'm gonna go and do my videos, and I hope you.
Yeah, it's the attention ordering. Absolutely, 100%.
Jabba, fucking hell! I can't believe that with Joe. I can't believe that with Joe. I'm so like messed up right now. Anyway, I need to go. Oh, the Lockmas. How horrible he was. Yeah, Lucky Lola, but that's different than child sexual offender. Like, no, I never.
Okay, we're getting into Joe talk, and I said it at the start. It makes me sick, and I don't want to talk about it. Great. Right. We've also got the pre-video stream for grocery haul now. Team, you know I love a haul. I'm absolutely here for a haul. I'm super here for a haul. I don't care if it's just a grocery haul. We get to talk shop now. We get to talk recipes. We get to talk prep. We get to talk storage. We get to talk all of the things so that I can go and basically do a shop inspired. I don't think I'll do a shop inspired. Maybe I'll buy prawns this week. She's inspired me to do something for sure. Peapot, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Peapot says, FYI for new members, if you're enjoying this community, you'll love the Discord, come check it out. Peapot, thank you for the message and for the super chat. I feel like I'm really selling myself short, aren't I? Team, hi. Over 700 of you currently in the chat. I appreciate you all being in this corner of the internet. And if you'd like to hit that like button, feel free. You'll also see a bell button. You can hit that so you get notified when I go live, because I'm on the other side of the planet to a lot of you, so I go live at really random times. Also, we have a membership. You get some fun emotes. Chat, help me out with emotes, please. You get some fun emotes, and you get access to our Discord server, where we hang out. Sometimes when Foodie's live, we host watch parties and just scream into the void together. It's very cathartic, or text. Depends on what you like. We also play video games over there. I'm playing Final Fantasy X at the moment, and currently installing Final Fantasy 15. I haven't played 15 at all, so I'm hyped for anime boys and fast cars. If that sounds like your jam, feel free to join the channel membership. We will continue.
How good can you do the noise he made?
You do it?
We're going to speed it up.
He's a dummy.
Such a dummy. We're so cute.
Peapot, the turtles.
Damn it, Danny, Brandy. Vans Beezer, Lara, and Stacy. Tomfoolery, what? Oh, what, the tomfoolery? Did I do my hairstyle right? Not really. I'm hungry, I didn't eat anything. Gabriel, just like Heaven, Rufus, Transparently Eli, Like a Thief in the Night. Welcome to Very Important Beezers, ready, set, bees. Oh my god, damn it, Danny, really? I haven't seen my comment.
Fear, thanks again for the message, and for 2 months. Fear says, oh damn. Well, hi.
Forever.
Hi.
Holy bug. Welcome to Very Important Beezers, ready, set, bees. Alright. Can you guess what I'm doing for my video? You guys will have to see.
So for those of you who weren't here from the start of the stream, we watched the video. It was 12 minutes. It was a mukbang of prawns cooked in rum and something else. Ooh, rum and coconut milk. Rum, coconut milk, lime, coriander, sugar. A lot of sugar. There was a lot of sugar in that dish. There was no chili. That was the big takeaway. She should have added chili. Big plate of white rice, coriander and spring onions to garnish. And this was the look she went with. She went with a Shining inspired. I actually think the pun is quite clever, like red rum prawns. That's clever, I guess. But I think it could have jazzed it up. Specifically with like red chili oil, like blood. That would have been interesting. Anyway, it's fine. Linguipster. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome to Pulpy. Thank you very much for joining the channel as a member. I appreciate it. Okay. Also, this is the New Year's Eve dress. Not the same
Excellent
makeup.
party, isn't it? You guys know what that's from?
Yes, they were
Now you want
pre-cooked
chips?
prawns.
You're officially a member. I tried to put red around to make it look like I'm dead. Captain Morgan?
I think she should have just
I'm
done a black
making
smoky eye. That would look
Red
great.
rum shrimp, grilled shrimp. Freezer bags. This is from Walmart, by the way.
Okay.
Cloth.
Not doing farm boy.
Shh, you can't tell them about this. Hi, Polybug! I remember you! Some containers for leftovers because I can't find my lids. So because I can't find lids, I have to buy everything all over again. Usually it's the lids I have and not the containers. Ghost ship, yeah. You know, it's like excellent potty, isn't it? That's what I was going for.
She's got some deep knowledge about the shine.
Oh, pink sponges, so I can do the dishes in a female way. So I just thought I would do a pre-stream because like I'm so used to live streaming all day that I feel weird like getting ready for a video and not seeing you guys.
Okay. I thought she was just gonna do the thing on live. I honestly thought she just wanted to avoid editing so badly that she just wanted to cook this thing on live. And call me cynical, I think she was baiting her chat to be like, yeah, no, we could do it live. Let's do it now. Like trying to evoke a bit of like current excitement. Because again, the actual recorded content came out at 11:30 p.m. Canada time. So,
Hi, Marine!
my
Vlgotober
theory.
picture show? Hey. Ooh, Creep Show is actually a really good show. Some batteries for my smoke alarm. Because I'm going to try to change it myself.
Okay.
There we
Be
go.
careful getting up there on the chairs.
Does it look all Halloween-y? There we go.
No.
And we have...
It just looks like, it looks like 3 pieces of tat. It's not, I don't think it looks particularly Halloween-y, but maybe I'm rude.
some razors. Fettuccine. So, I clean the kitchen. Tostitos for Pete's.
Uh-huh.
Unbleached all-purpose flour.
Uh-huh.
Always have to have that. Basmati.
It is legitimately a pantry staple. Yes.
I thought I got jasmine rice. I don't like basmati rice. I do, but not to eat all the time. Demerara style sugar.
Okay, chat. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't eat rice all that often. Like, I was low carb while I was losing the majority of my weight. So, like, rice was pretty much a no-go. Cauliflower rice was pretty good. Now I probably have rice. It's not consistent in my diet, for sure. Maybe once a fortnight. I know some of you may not understand that word, sorry. Once every 2 weeks, maybe. But definitely not a part of my daily diet.
Demerara.
Although, Good Pete made a wonderful dessert. He made, it was like a brown sugar, it was kind of like rice pudding, so it was a brown sugar base, and then and coconut milk, and then coconut roasted on top, and you lay it out in a pan and then put it in the fridge and let it set up. So kind of like a Rice Krispie square, but with cooked rice and served cold. Delicious. Kind of like a pudding, but less like a pudding. Anyway, on to
I'm gonna be making-
Demerara sugar. Fabulous.
A
Good quality sugar. Love it.
blackberry syrup to add, like with fresh blackberries. Davenport Diva, hi! So that I can add it to my soda water. So I'm gonna use sugar, blackberries. Yeah. Trying to eat my fruit. And Red Path granulated sugar. Just like basics, like stuff to make my own shit.
What's she making with white? What's she making? It just sounds like she's restocking the pantry, getting white sugar, brown sugar, white flour, like pantry staples.
Super fino arboreal rice, because I'm gonna be making risotto.
Sorry, one moment. How?
I'm gonna be making risotto. Open your head.
So we're making. I'm assuming this is a roasted pumpkin risotto of some kind. Hopefully that turns out well. I do like risotto. I mean, as a now and then thing.
Okay, we have a club pack of chicken breast, boneless, skinless.
Excellent.
2 bags of chips for Pete's.
Chicken breast on my grocery list.
Bag of these are like no-name chips. Like I used to buy the Ruffles all dressed. Like he likes Ruffles salt and vinegar. The no-name Ruffles are 100 times better. I'm not even kidding. Like, I swear.
Okay.
Hi, Tiffany!
To the shock of no one, we don't actually have Ruffles in Australia in our major supermarkets. You can get them in import stores, so we have like little convenience stores set up with very Americanized and focused brands, but Ruffles generally not available in our major supermarkets. There you go.
Might beat up FFG for Halloween. Jasmine rice in the Instant Pot. Davenport Diva. Okay. Well, welcome. Hi, Sam. All right, now we have some sage. I'm gonna dry the sage. It's cheaper to make your own, and I don't know, just better. Ah, cilantro.
Why you gotta dry the sage though? Just use it fresh.
Fresh dill. I think I'm gonna be using these herbs forever since I started doing that. Eating it more and cooking these past few months. You guys know why. Nader cooked a lot with herbs and stuff, and I picked up some of his cooking habits. So, green onion, just so you know, just like I did with BB, like I make the mafe now forever. The way I cook meat and season it, I picked that up, you know. Oh
yeah, Audrey, I'm gonna 100% agree with you. Her chat is awful. Awful.
Freeze it. You don't like cilantro? Peppers?
Herbs are wonderful.
The one fell
but
out.
Also, that amount of herbs is going to turn to liquid rot in her fridge in like a week's time, guaranteed.
All right.
Because she won't freeze it. She won't do the smart thing where you chop them all up and you put them in an ice tray and you put them in the freezer, so you got little herb cubes to use in cooking. She won't do that. They'll just rot. It's fine.
Got some peppers. Green. They're cheap and you can add them to anything for flavor. Like, I could live off of, like, bread, cheese, chicken, fish, rice with vegetables in it. I can live off that.
Go for it, mate. Like, you could turn that into a diet. I mean, just saying vegetables is pretty bold, considering the produced content that we got today didn't have any vegetables in it, did it, team? Had a grain, it had rice and prawns. There was no vegetable. I mean, spring onion, you could maybe argue a case for that, but Foodie, the mukbang you did today had no vegetables. You have shown us that you can live off bread and cheese. Yes, you did that for a while. If you want to take your diet seriously, first of all, go and see a professional. Second of all, you got a lot of work to do in regards to your relationship with food. But could you live off lean protein and vegetables and cheese and bread and rice? Absolutely. That sounds like a particularly staple diet. Will you is the question. No, because Nashies are still available for purchase.
I'm calling PC using our special. Yeah, where is she?
Hey, Nat.
For the duck. Chubby boo! Chubby! Hi, Chubby! You're very worried about the duck, Harry? Oh. Okay. Oh, I got a lot of shit, man. So this, actually, the herbs, apparently, and everything, have to stay in a paper bag.
They're gonna rot.
Ah! Cooked shrimp! I need raw shrimp! I can't do my recipe with cooked shrimp. They fucked up. Oh my god. I guess I'll have to.
I'm not gonna lie. If I would have been in this predicament of, oh boy, I've only got 8 hours to pump out a piece of recorded content and I was planning on doing this shrimp recipe, I would have just changed it. Not the recipe, I mean, I just would have changed the content. Like, just swapped it for a different day that's just totally planned for the next 30 days in October, right? Right. Yeah, I would have just swapped it. Easy. Get some more shrimp, or figure out a way to cook it that isn't what you ended up with, because it didn't look very good.
Spinach to put in the rice. I have some limes.
Delicious.
Lime juice is good to squeeze on everything for seasoning too. Like if you want, like, just add extra flavor.
Yep.
Just don't cook it long. Happy October 1st!
Adds acidity.
I'm making Halloween fun for you, Jojo. Jojo, I did see that you emailed me, but I didn't get back to you yet. Just give me some time. I can't be doing things like this when I'm dead. I'm a dead corpse right now. I'm supposed to be enjoying my afterlife, haunting the Overlook Hotel. But...
Hanging out in the bathroom. Not a joke. Actually,
I'm such a
what
loser. I
happened?
actually used to listen to the Shining soundtrack. It's like from the 40s. Midnight... or 30s. In the stars and you... I got some natural peanut butter fresh for Mate. These were on sale, 3 for 10, so I need one now and start.
Natural peanut butter fresh. It's not fresh, Foodie. It's like that packet is no doubt filled with preservatives. I highly doubt that's fresh peanut butter. Because you know what fresh peanut butter is? It's peanuts and salt. Generally ground up and then put into some form of mason jar under a machine. That's not fresh peanut butter. Get out of here.
I'm actually super hungry.
Also, that brand, I think it was Bega, whatever. Probably filled with sugar as well, but who cares?
I'm gonna have a couple chips and just cheese. Get some energy for the video I gotta do. Your heart, everlasting tender, saying I surrender all my love to you. Happy birthday, Pollybug! It's your birthday today!
I thought it was Polly Wally
Oh.
for a moment. It's not Polly
That's
Wally.
awesome. I'll be... Oh, tomorrow. Well, Phil.
Oh,
Hi, Phil.
Chandra, you might be a little bit behind, but herb cubes. So if you have herbs that are turning, like if they're on their way out, if they're getting liquefied, chop them up really finely, put them in, like pack them into an ice cube tray, and then freeze them. So that way they'll stay consistent. But frozen herbs still offer a lot of flavor to dishes. Just a little like kitchen. I hate to call it a hack, but it is. Rest in peace, Polly Wally. Yes.
David Bowie? No. I don't have fake blood.
We're snacking. Great.
Thanks, Big Meaty Claws. Yes. We found that out. No. I'm not going to be talking about Joe or anything. No, I will not be associating with him. I have him blocked. I'm just not going to talk about him. Okay? Thank you. Threat level midnight. Welcome to Vampire Beaver. Ready, set, eat. There's a couple more chips.
Hey, Meg.
We have a small digital family van. Yes, Misha.
And look at Moy. Hello.
What character am I?
I have
I'm
no
like a
idea.
mix. So you know, like in the gold ballroom, they have all those
I think it's a bit of a stretch.
20s dancer, like people from the ghosts are from like the 20s.
If you have to explain your costume, it's a
Flopper
bit of a
ghosts.
stretch.
And then you have it's gonna be funny. And then you have this one guy who's like, excellent party with the blood dripping. If you haven't seen The Shining recently, watch it and then watch my video.
And then it'll make
But-
sense.
I couldn't find like a dress like plus size that I wanted to wear for like the twins. I mean, I'm not the best at editing. I need to learn better editing skills.
Look, after watching that piece of recorded content, I
It was a really good book.
need to readjust my
The book and the
nostalgia.
movie are different though. like pretty different. I don't know. People criticize Stanley Kubrick's version, but I find that it was so well done. Like he really did such a better job, like than the made-for-TV one, obviously.
Okay, so like
I got something on my hair.
let's talk about art. Like film adaptations specifically. Doesn't matter if it's for TV, for the talkies, adapting any form of media. You don't look, just to make this really easy, you don't need to say the book was better, the movie was better. You just don't have to. There are two separate pieces of media. Just appreciate both of them, or tear both of them to shreds. It's not always, well, the movie's better than the book, or the book's better than the movie. Because ultimately, it can be the same story, but it's a very different format. Like, listening to this argument on the internet for forever is ridiculous. Hearing it from Foodie today has just made me realize, just like what you like. Appreciate the things you like. You don't need to tear shit down. It's fine.
Hair fibers? I hope I get to stop wearing those in the afterlife. So I found out those are actually good for your hair. The arm is almost gone? No, look at this. Oh yeah, the arm is even moving now too. That can't be right, I know I've gained weight. When am I going to wave at members? We're going to do something else. I'm going to show you my 6-pack and be like, ready, set, please. I'm not using a filter right now. This is my makeup.
I think your camera's doing some work, but
They're good for your hair because they're made with, they have keratin. They're made with natural plant fibers. That's what they say. The ones I use. Hey, Cole, breadcrumbs.
okay. I have no idea about that hair theory, by the way. Like, is it good to rub keratin on the scalp? Pardon me.
Half and half cream. Orange juice. I need it for a recipe. 100% orange juice. Excuse me, vegetable broth. Sorry, that came up. Maybe I do have I have something wrong with my effing stomach. I need to get it checked out. I think it's the hernia. I've been saying this for how long?
You told us that when you went to the ER last, the doctor said, no, don't worry too much about the hernia until it gets bad. No, actually, content clarity. She specifically said that the hernia doesn't need to be addressed until weight loss surgery, in which case they will do that at the same time. That's what we got told. I like remembering things. Okay. But I think you were also told if it starts hurting or gets bigger or more inflamed that you should probably get it checked out. Yeah, you know what? If I had a hernia in the middle of my torso, I would probably want to go and get it fixed. Probably wouldn't just want to, like, skate on by with that happening in the belly button region.
Canola oil. Everything I need for something. Liquid pectin. Ground black pepper. Cracker Barrel cheese. Orange julep? No, but that's a good idea. Cream and orange juice. I totally could.
Okay, so far I've seen capsicum / bell pepper, spring onion. Why is she afraid of broccoli and cauliflower? And zucchinis. Like, there are so many wonderful options out there.
Farm cheese.
Wait, me too.
Unsalted butter. Yeast. I want to try making my own bread.
I highly recommend this. Oh my god, if Foodie makes sourdough, team. I'm gonna have to get Jiggly out. Jiggly is the name of my sourdough starter, for those of you who weren't around in the before years. Char, thank you very much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. It's an adorable little loaf monster. Speaking of loaves, bread. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Brioche. Pure pumpkin. I got 4 cans of tomato paste. That's also just really good to have for when you want to make something or...
Okay, Morgan, you've asked what the crap is she going to do with pectin. So the plan is, or the plan was, that she was going to make blackberry jam. Now, I got confused because I thought, Foodie's not that much of a cook, so why is she making jam? Surely it would be easier for her to just make a coulis, like just sugar and berries and just cook it down, make a sauce. But she specifically wanted to make jam. And by her purchasing pectin, it really makes you wonder, how is she going to make jam? Like, she wasn't going to double broil this. She wasn't going to have, like, a water bath and sterilize, like, mason jars or jam jars or whatever. Like, how is she making jam?
Something like that. Something. Crushed tomatoes.
Don't ask
I
questions.
feel bad messing up this kitchen. It's not messy. I'm actually trying to keep it clean. Because clean kitchen is a productive kitchen. Right? The Stanley Hotel. I would so love to. Hi, Castle Vegas.
That's rad. Thanks for coming back as a channel member, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Popstar.
I don't know, Ronald. Alright, I'm almost on the haul and then I'm gonna get 2 cucumbers.
Shore jam. Flour.
Garlic. An onion. So red onion. You're supposed to keep your potatoes and onions and things out. I always put them in the fridge. Hi!
I keep my onions out. Potatoes I keep out.
I've eaten garlic and onions many times, but I got a whole bunch of Roma tomatoes.
It's hard
I
though
love
with
tomatoes.
it. It's so humid here
And-
that potatoes love to just shoot.
Sorry if you saw my butt. Hi, Shantel. I'm renewing my membership. Thank you. I'm glad, Shan. I'm very happy. Cam, I know you want to hang out in a bag. Okay. TP.
That is a lot of tomatoes, Peapod. I think she said she was making mafe. And look, I think we'll get like a red sauce, like pasta dish in here as well. Who knows?
Look at it, Sam. English muffins. Ground beef. Ground beef. What a waste of bags. I know. I reuse the ones that don't have meat in them. I do.
I don't believe that. So here in Australia, for those of you who don't know, we have, I think it's pretty popular worldwide though. It happened a while ago, so our major grocery chains and smaller independent chains for grocery stores basically said, we will charge you if you want to start using plastic because our oceans are literally being choked on the damn stuff. So bring your own bags or pay for it. So I mean, you can argue the business perspective on that, but personally, I think it's a great idea to incentivize people like taking reusable bags so that we don't choke sea turtles. We have some cool like Hessian bags that we have for our grocery store trips, which is wonderful. But I like to be a bit extra and go that one step further. And as someone who buys a lot of broccoli, I don't use the produce bags at all. I just throw everything into a basket and then throw everything into the Hessian bag and then get home and put it all away. That's the trick. Because what's the point in a produce bag for 3 stalks of broccoli? Nothing.
All right, so that's it. Grocery haul. The blood is just lipstick.
Oh, is it not the same in the US? I think I saw the discussion up there that it's in some states but not others. Is that right? Madeline, thank you very much for the super sticker. It's adorable and I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you. Yeah. For those of you who are in chat who need to hear it, carry an emergency bag with you at all times. You never know when you need to go shopping.
I have no fake blood. I forgot to get some at the dollar store. Not from the Titanic. Alright. Hi, Louis' sister. Hi, Pint-Sized Beauty. The lipstick did the trick. So,
Hey, Justice.
I guess that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, so,
Almost.
jam jar. I'm gonna be, did I forget my blackberries? I forgot my blackberries. How am I supposed to make blackberry jam with no blackberries? I hate this. I'm always gonna go into the store myself now.
Doubt. When's the last time she went shopping was Farm Boy, right? When she was recording inside the store? I think, maybe. Oh no, there were other times she went with Old Mate that she didn't film. That definitely happened. When she was buying all of that seafood and stuff. What happened to all the seafood? Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe they're under. No, they forgot my blackberry. Oh well. It happens, I guess. Blackberries and shrimp? No. It's too late now. I have to get started.
Oh.
They ate them on the...
I will say, like, that bag conversation has been happening for years now. But this year, Queensland, so the state of Queensland, removed single-use plastics, so everything's paper, which is mildly inconvenient, but another fun thing to carry around with you is a metal straw. It's great.
Wait.
Also saves the turtles.
That
Big fan of
sucks.
the turtles.
Fret level Midnight Zed, I'm always rooting for you. Love you, girl. Thank you so much. Oh, Pint-Sized Beauty? Oh my god, no. That's fine. Go for it. I'd let people comment what they want.
Can you make jam with frozen berries? I think you can, Ange. I don't make a lot of jam. I make coulis mostly because it's easy to throw together and you don't need to store it. And if you want a jam consistency in coulis, you just cook it longer so that it solidifies and then you cool it. But anyway, not important.
The tree in the background does light up, Beetlejuice set, but the batteries have to be changed. But see the little pumpkin lights? It does light up, yeah. Alright, guys. Let them bring it to me? Yeah, I'm gonna message and see what happens.
JC, yes, she cooked shrimp.
Whatever else I do.
Wow.
And the stars and you. Sorry, I have my new eyelashes on. Do they fit nice?
I like these eyelashes. Just in general.
Hi, Moon Bear. Are you on? You have a live stream going?
Morning,
for
Fluffles.
girl. Hi. People die from a hernia. I need to get it checked out soon, like ASAP.
I thought you got it checked out.
The lentils are not in a jar
bet you
anymore,
are.
Vans Beezer. Stop dropping us. Thank you, Kelly. It's for my video. So you guys ready for some crappy editing, and we're gonna cook something.
She cooked something.
You know?
Not something good, but she cooked something. Or she recooked one thing.
We're gonna cook, yeah, me and you.
She made rice.
All of us together.
Candied prawns and rice.
Peace was just down here. He brought in the groceries for me. Because it was heavy. My throat's still kind of sore, me out. But it sounds a bit better, right, today? Like, I slept a long time. Pasta. I don't know how I got a hernia, they think, from my hysterectomy.
Hey, Andraste.
Cooking live, Stacy?
Andraste.
No, because I have to do my
Sorry.
video.
And good morning, Ant.
I can do a mukbang where I eat tofu and listen to the Smiths. Yes. Well, you get copyright. The Smiths. I sound congested, yeah. I'm a Titanic ghost.
Oh my god. I'm getting to the end of my rope here with her.
Won't go on.
Today.
You're watching me? So,
Buttons.
I better go.
Great. Oh, we're done. I'm not watching the last minute and a half. Linguipster, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Linguipster says, thank you for the morning company. I have to go grocery shopping now. Excellent. Make good choices. With my reusable bag, of course. Everybody have a good weekend. You have a great weekend as well, Linguipster. And thank you very much for the super chat. It's very kind of you. Team, we've reached the end of another day. Fabulous. I'm done. I'm done with Foodie. Her narratives are repetitive. The content's stale. The talking points are redundant. Well, not redundant, they're just repetitive. The bloody recorded content, I put far too much expectation in. And realistically, what's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. She's just going to keep talking about things and not doing anything. And I wish she would just do something. Do something. I'm going to take all of these lessons learned and go and be a better person today and tomorrow, recognizing that not going to be doing this. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for hanging out in this corner of the internet, and thank you, moderators, subscribers, members. Thank you all for keeping it respectful in the chat. I very much appreciate it. I understand that there are particularly hard talking points at the moment. Thank you for being wonderful. People on the rewatch, if you got to this point in the video, as always, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. And that's it for me today. I'm probably going to go play some video games before dinner. Go hang out on the Discord. Anyway, go be wonderful, make good choices, be better tomorrow. All of those things. Bye!